EA Sports. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll give it to the back. And that's a very productive. And bringing up 2nd and 3. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds a man in the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A jet sweep pass. Makes one man miss. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Coming after it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
He's going to pass on second down. Buys a little extra time. He'll fire to his right. Catch inside the 30 and still running. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. It is going to be nearly impossible to hear right now, and this offense is going to have to get locked in. Here comes the offense on second down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw on second down. Using his feet to buy time. And that ball is picked off.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Offense set on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Wants to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. And he makes the catch at the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. Buys a little time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Now, listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes.
He's going to throw deep right side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. He's got it down the left side. The expressway is wide open. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Back to the air one more time. Gets it out quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. When you used to be able to make that play years ago, you're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. They're working that left side.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Gets rid of it. And they will score! Touchdown, Tulane!
And what a nice start for this offense. Game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. The circle of life in college football. one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. To the ground with the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Alabama pushing the tempo. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied at 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He's gonna pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week, he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. For a productive play on 1st down. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great field. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat.
What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's right on target. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Tulane right back to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Oh, he dropped it! Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the 1st down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He breaks a tackle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. He wants to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Surely they're going to kick this thing away. Tied in the 2nd quarter, they're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
We're only in the 1st half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They're trying to get to it. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Looking for more room. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Green Wave. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Finds his man. It's Stout. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his...
Fires deep toward the end zone. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. Trying to take it back. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick 6.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Running it to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Tulane right back to the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown time! The defense with the scoop and score. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here, too.
He's going for the big play. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the...
Open runway ahead. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
process is when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Looking to scramble. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. The give to the tailback. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Here's the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The offense set for a first down play. The option look. Now the pitch. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
I'll tell you what, sometimes towards the end of that play where you see you're not getting anywhere, I'd like for you to just lower your shoulder and get a few yards. I just don't love it when they finish and run out of bounds.
You know, though, we've both been around so long that we've seen a lot of guys try to make a play every single time, and it ends up making things worse.
Well, I get it. You can fight for extra yards. Sometimes you go backwards, or sometimes you lose the football. But, man, I want to put my offense in the best position. That means I need to go lower my shoulder, fall forward, get some extra yards.
Jumped on top of the pile. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. A designed run for the quarterback. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. He'll go to the sneak.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward with this defense, more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that 1st down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tulane.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. They took it 64 yards right down the field. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. First down here for the offense. Looking for a gap. It's Stout. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Stout. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there, man. 3rd and long, you've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that 1st? Man, that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Quick completion on the out route. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. On the run, still looking. Lets it fly. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. They make a stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Makes the pass. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
It's caught downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going up top on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Goes to the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. How about utilizing the fullback and picking up just little snippets of yardage in the passing game?
Yeah, it was kind of a positive play. Listen, it goes on the completion side of things, so the completion percentage goes up for the quarterback, and the big fella gets a touch, and we keep him happy, and now we go, all right, let's get back to blocking him.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really...
Looking for the end zone. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, fourth quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Flushed out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
On second down, he'll let it fly. They're setting up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
The sweet feet buy a little time. He's going to run it. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Using the quick game.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
Touchdown, Green Wave! They move on top here in the fourth. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That drive covered 55 yards for the score, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Oliver. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
On first down from their own 22. They'll give it to him again.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll go to the ground. Still running at the 40. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run him.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. The give. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
And these are the plays you know. You're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole. Pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe. They can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Tide with the 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Stout. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he'll make the catch at the 15. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on first and got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
He'll bring it out. It's Stout. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason, because they've still technically...
And it's his 4th interception of the game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Using his legs to buy some time. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game